And there it is, our match preview. Chelsea hosts Brentford, West London Derby. Actually, this is the West London Derby. So it might shock you, but recently Brentford have actually been the standout team in West London in terms of the derby. And this is that banana skin game. And let's just look at the head to head and see what I'm telling you. This is Chelsea versus Brentford last 5 games. Chelsea have won none. None. And in it's only Chelsea have only been fortunate to draw 2 and they have lost the other 3. Last season it was so bad as Chelsea were thumped 4-1 with Brentford. 4-1 with Brentford. Now, when you look at this table, Chelsea so far have managed to beat tricky fixtures, Aston Villa, Spurs, those are very tricky fixtures. And even if Brentford has been indicated here on a green, it is one of those fixtures that as a Chelsea fan, I'm not so confident in. But the question is, are Chelsea this season going to mature up, turn up, and put this team to bed? Now, Chelsea currently are sitting second in the Premier League table. Maresca continues to play down Chelsea's title hopes as well as me because Chelsea's defense, that's a story of another day. I'm just going to do an entire video about that defense because the attack is really carrying this team. Before we even start our analysis, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Now, Enzo Maresca did his press conference yesterday and he started to talk about Brentford and he made a very strong statement that I actually want to quote for you now. Maresca said that we need our fans on Sunday's game versus Brentford. We need them behind us because I have a feeling that it will be a very tough game. It's a game that can be decided by tiny details, so we need to pay attention. And Enzo Maresca could not have said it any better. This is the game we saw Sanchez make a howler. And Brentford has been a team that actually score earlier on. It's one of those teams that score very earlier on. So I really need the team to be focused in this game. And Maresca also talked about Nicholas Jackson. He made a topic about Jackson, talking about how he was upset. And he said for him, Nico did the most important thing in the game when he scored. Everyone was celebrating and he was the only player who went with the ball and brought it back in the center of the pitch quickly. And that was very important for Maresca because it showed that Jackson had the mentality that Chelsea players need whenever they go behind. Another thing that Maresca talked about in this game was Cole Palmer. He says, I feel very proud and privileged to work with Cole Palmer. He's different for sure. He loves football. If you see him, you see many big players, they don't look frustrated. They look almost like they don't care about nothing. Then he cares. He really loves the game. He talked about how Palmer's mentality and how Palmer is so composed, how Palmer is so focused on his football. And that just showcases how important Cole Palmer is to this team. He also addressed one thing that the fans criticize, and that is Robert Sanchez. And Maresca confirmed that he has no plans again to drop Robert Sanchez. And he wants to trust Robert. I don't know where he gets this trust, but also in that care we have two keepers who are both good. Until they maintain the same level, we are happy with that. So according to Maresca, Sanchez is doing well for him. I don't know what to say about that. So let's just automatically look to predicted lineup. I'm going to do a combined predicted lineup, mine as well as that of Enzo Maresca. Now, again, Sanchez is going to start again, and I really hope that he has a great game. I really hope that he will be dominant enough to claim those crosses. In this game in particular, we want him to claim the air because I have said again, we are playing against a team that everything is a set piece to them. A throwing is a set piece, a foul is a set piece. So we are going to need aerial dominance. I'm going to pick this back three. The surprise inclusion is Disasi. And the reason why I'm picking Disasi again is because I don't want us to play Gusto as a right-sided centre back, and we have seen Badiashile does not play well in that position. Disasi gives us that aerial strength. Again, I cannot play Tosin there because Tosin cannot play as a white centre back. He will need to play in the middle, and Maresca prefers to have Colwill in the middle. And because we don't have a right-sided centre back, I would pick Disasi for this game. Again, the reason why I'm picking Disasi is because of the physicality. Because this is one of the most physical games in the season. This is a very physical game. You are going to see it tomorrow. I'm going to go with the midfield too. I believe that we need both Lavia and Caicedo in this game. We need physicality in that midfield. We need legs in that midfield. We need players who are going to stop counters. We know players like Mbuemo. We know players like Wissa. They thrive on counters. We need to nullify that. That's why we need a midfield that has good recovery runs and good tackles. And I believe we need both both Caicedo and Lavia in that midfield. I still insist we need both of them, and also to keep the ball so that we can maintain the ball on the ground, because if it goes in the air, we lose the game. I'm going to go with an attacking four of Sancho, Enzo, Palma, Noni. You know very well that Neto is suspended, so I really believe that these players have all it takes to score goals. All these four players are enough. They are enough goals. So we need to have these players shooting. Noni and Sancho in particular need. Noni tries to shoot, but Sancho in particular needs to attempt a lot of shots. Currently, he's in good form. We expect him that he can chip in a goal at least, or some assists. So we really need that from Jadon in this game. And leading the line, we need Jackson. Jackson's physicality will be good for us, both offensively and defensively, when we are defending set pieces and crosses and corners. So we need Jackson there. We also need him to help us linking the play forward. So that is my predicted lineup. That is the lineup that I will choose. And yeah, so let's look at the lineup. So it is a 3-2-4-1. Without the ball, Caicedo can move into the right back position, and I believe that Brentford do not have those quite 1v1 wingers, so we can decide to have Caicedo there. He's also much more physical than Gusto, so he's more likely to win aerial duels than Gusto, because I'm telling you time and time again that we are going to lose this game in the air. So it is better we maintain possession on the ground, because again, this is like a Shondash team. It's just a lot of long balls, And when we look at the tactical system, we identify that in the Spurs match, that Chelsea tried the midfield overload strategy. And I really want us to maintain that. We played very well. Even in Aston Villa game, the issue is that the minute we lost Fofana, we lacked the balance in right centre back position. But if we have Disasi, we can have that overload. And because Brentford play with the back three, so and our midfield too, we are more likely to outnumber them and probably dominate the ball. Now, this is how I line up Chelsea in build up again. Disasi is quite flexible because he can also play as a right back. And I also saw that he played well in the Conference League. And it's not that I'm playing Disasi because I think he's the long-term solution for that position. No, I'm playing Disasi there because he's right-footed. He can play the ball down the lines. And his physicality, like it or not, Disasi is very physical and very dominant in the air. And we need that. I want Disasi to perform similar to the way he performed Manchester City away last season. We'll have numerical advantages in build-up because we'll have Caicedo and Lavia in deeper positions, who are one of our best players during build-up. We can have both Enzo and Palma in those half-space positions. And if Brentford allow our pivots to receive the ball, but in this case, I think because they will be in Stamford Bridge, they'll more likely look to sit in a 5-2-3 system so that they can try to limit Chelsea. And one thing that I know in this game is that they might try to have their players ready to attack Chelsea's backline in terms of counter-attacks. So we really need a pivot that are very composed on the ball, who are going to sit and look after the ball. Then we need the forward players to win their 1v1 duels, because this game is going to heavily rely on 1v1 duels. When we lose the ball, we know very well what Brentford are going to do, look to play balls. And if we play Gusto, they will target to play towards Gusto, because they know aerially they will dominate him. But if we play Disasi, we know very well we are going to win those duels. Even Cucurella is quite good in the air. So what can I say about this game? What I can say about this game, this is a physical game. This is an imposing game. This is a game that we really need to be strong, because this is a team that likes to muscle and they're just so strong. It's a team of giants, and we need to win our aerial duels in this game. We need to be very keen. We need to ensure that we have the ball on the ground. That's why we need to dominate the ball thoroughly. We also need to score our goals earlier on, and we need to ensure that we put Brentford to the sword. We cannot talk about title challenges if we are still losing games against Brentford. So, in my opinion, what is my score prediction? I'm going to go with a 3-1 for Chelsea, though I don't know why Enzo Maresca does not just want to listen and solve that goalkeeping situation, because I really don't know. So leave your comments in the comment section area below, and thanks for watching.